Well, greetings and salutations, everybody. Welcome back once again, or for the very first time, to the Farts and Crap Show, where today it is early morning. Danjo, hope you guys are all doing well. And actually, by the time this video goes up, it was actually yesterday. So on Sunday, the February 27th of 2022, we got another Pokemon Presents. And it fell on Pokemon Day, which was the release date for Red and Green in Japan, way back in the day, 1996, I think. And it was mostly a ho-hum presentation for like 90% of it. However, there were two really cool things I want to talk about. One of them being a free update for Pokemon Legends Arceus, which I almost said Arceus again because I've been saying Arceus for years because A, I thought it was funny, and B, I thought that's how you say it. Its name has arse in it. I was like, no. But yeah, it's Daybreak, software update version 1.1.0, releasing the same day as the presentation. Now, people were expecting a paid DLC announcement. Getting free DLC the same day is pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. As well as the free DLC, they also announced basically a free mystery gift, but they're not calling it a mystery gift, I guess. But yeah, some free Pokeballs. 30 Ultra Balls, 30 Gigaton Balls, and 30 Jet Balls. And these are all available until the end of March. And it takes approximately 2 hours of playtime before the mystery gifts feature is unlocked. Okay, so they do call it a mystery gift. Never mind, I was wrong. Look at me being all wrong. My bad. But I'm still working on my cup of coffee for the morning. Like, it's early, but I'm sorry. I also haven't played this yet. I do intend on playing Legends Arceus. It looks fantastic. I've heard a lot of great things about it. I'm planning on it. I'm getting to it. Please be patient. I'm sorry. Plus, I don't like having two of the same game going at the same time on my channel. I'm currently working on the Leaf Green randomized Nuzlocke. I'm sorry there's no episode today. I'm a little bit behind on my recordings for that series. And, I need an extra day. I'm sorry. But that's good coffee. It's a Italian and Costa Rican blend, like a light and a dark. It's quite good. Next up we got, well, it wasn't literally the next thing on the presentation, but I'm only going to be talking about two things because they were the only two things I cared about in the presentation. We got this live action trailer thing at the end of the presentation when they were like, that's all we have for you today. Just kidding. One more thing. And I thought for sure this was going to be Detective Pikachu 2, because it's honestly this like security guard walking around like Game Freak's offices, and he's got this like wanderlust, just looking around with his flashlight like, oh, what's that? Oh, what's that? What's that? Like weird stuff is happening. And then he walks into this room and I was like, yep, here it is. Detective Pikachu 2. It's gotta be it. Just like the style. It very much reminded me of the movie. And I was like, well, maybe they're announcing another movie, you know? No, it's not what it is. Because then we got this in-game kind of like cutscene mashup video of like all these new Pokemon areas we've never seen before. And including like this art style. I thought immediately, I was like, wait a minute, that's kind of more like Sword and Shield than Legends Arceus, but it's kind of a halfway in between. Because the lighting's a little bit different, like the outlines are kind of back, like that's the one thing about the art style in Legends Arceus I'm not a big fan of, is the lack of outlines. But like the lighting looked better, like the trees, like those are good looking trees. Those are not Sword and Shield trees, those are good looking trees. Like they showed like the trainer's house basically. And then like the people in the game, they, again, it's kind of this new art style. It doesn't quite look like the character models in Sword and Shield or Legends Arceus. Like what's going on? And there's a Switch OLED on the thing. Just, you know, just a humble flex, I guess. Order now. Like a humble brag and a low-key flex. I don't know. Anyway. And then they like zoom in on it and then transition to a real world Switch OLED. And then they show this, which are the 3 starters for this game, which these are Pokemon we've never seen before. To be fair, they look kind of familiar. Like we've had a few cat Pokemon, right? I was definitely getting Litten vibes on the left one. Definitely, what was the Ducklet, I think, on the right, and in the middle we got like a upright version of Applin, sort of, mixed with what am I thinking of? Anyway, the top half of his head definitely looks like an Applin in my book, but I mean, these are new Pokemon. They are brand new. So what is this mystery game? It's Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. Like, we got a new mainline Pokemon game announcement. Just like, oh yeah, we have one more thing. No biggie. Yo, yes, biggie. Frickin' biggie. Bigger than Biggie Smalls. Like, this is no small thing. This is huge. I'm super excited. I am super excited. I had this, I think in yesterday's Leaf Green video, I think I was talking about what I was hoping for this presentation. And I'm pretty sure one of the things I said was basically a sequel to Sword and Shield would be incredible, like Sword and Shield 2. I didn't think they would do it because Sword and Shield had mixed reactions, and I'm pretty sure Legends Arceus has already outsold it. I don't know, I haven't checked the numbers. I don't really care about numbers as much, but I can usually spot the trends and like what adjustments will be made to certain like marketing strategies and decisions for game devs and publishers. And I didn't think they would do a sequel to Sword and Shield. Because A, it would probably have to be the same region, right? Or a nearby region. And they kind of, and B, they kind of wrapped everything up. They didn't like set it up for a sequel. Like the one time we got a sequel with Black and White 2. That's not, I doubt that's happening again. I don't think we're getting another straight sequel to any game, any Pokemon game. But you know, I think it's for the best. Like, I mean, Square Enix did it one time with Final Fantasy, right? And did that turn out great? No. Definitely not. Like, well, twice actually, because 10-2 is what I was talking about. And then 13-2, the sequels to Final Fantasy 13 that didn't do well either. Anyway, my point is, this is huge. And it's coming this year. Like, not sometime, TBA, Like, here's the games. No, they also gave us a window. It's like late 2022. Probably. Will it get delayed? Maybe. Quite possibly. I don't think it will, though. I really don't think it will. And the fact that we already have, like, they showed, the mashup went for a while. Like, they have a lot of areas, at least in pre-alpha. There's a name for that. I can't remember the name for it. But they have the groundwork, you know? And supposedly, I don't know where this information is coming from, but I also heard that it's going to be a bit more open world than Sword and Shield. Which I'm like, okay, cool. I don't really care if it is or not. Like, I like linear Pokemon. Like, old school Pokemon, I don't mind. Like, yeah, you gotta get the iced tea for the guard so you can go to the city. You gotta, you know, get it fly so you can go over here. You gotta get the bicycle. You gotta get surf so you can go this way. Like, I that's all fine. That is all fine. Like, there are various ways to block progression in a game, and whether or not it feels linear or not, even if it's just like trekking across a thing like that's super far away, and you're likely to find something interesting along the way, or something that will sidetrack you because you can't ignore it, or you don't want to ignore it because it's too interesting. Like, I didn't go straight for Ganon in Breath of the Wild. Ever. Because I didn't want to. They made it pretty clear, like, hey, this is like end of the game stuff. You can do it if you want to. And I was like, no, look at this map. It's huge. I want to go explore. I want to explore. So, no. Like, if there's an intended order for things, I want to have fun. I want to have fun breaking that down. Like, I want to build my headcanon. I want to, like, be like, oh, this is what you're supposed to do first, and this is what you're supposed to do, and blah, 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 blah. Like, what if Ash went to Cerulean first instead of Pewter City? I mean, they could have, I guess, in the anime, because he does meet Misty before Brock, I believe, because he breaks her bicycle and never pays her back or gets her a new one. And then they both go together to Pewter, right? Where they meet Brock's dad, who he doesn't know he's his dad, even though it's super fucking obvious, and he tries to sell him a rock for like $1 million. I'm not saying the Pokemon anime is good or groundbreaking, but I mean, the order of things that we expect, it's both limiting and reassuring. And it kind of allows game developers to balance their games in a certain way, you know? Like, it's... But you know what? I'm on board for this, you know? Like, I'm sure some people are disappointed that, oh no, we're going back to having 2 different versions. I'm gonna have to buy 2 copies of this next game. It's like, okay, but that's kind of part of the fun, is like you convince a friend to get the other one, and you guys debate about who's gonna get what, and be like, okay, well this person I know is gonna get this copy, and I'm gonna get this copy, and like there's 2 of my friends that have Pokemon Shield, and like 5 of my friends that have Pokemon Sword, so definitely gonna be hitting up the 2 that have the thing that I really need, you know, if you want to get that Pokedex done. But yeah, I don't know, it's so much easier to get like Pokemon nowadays, like with Pokemon Home, and the fact that you can import things from other games and just do like trades so much more easily now on online. Like online trades, like that was like, it's over, you know? Pokedex, who cares? Like it is so much easier. Like, and I hope they mitigate that a little bit. Like, make some of those encounter rates like super rare, you know? Like, not even to get like legendaries or something, but like I feel like everything in Pokemon has just been handed to players for a while. Like the difficulty has definitely like taken a nosedive. When back in the day there was actual difficulty in some of the games. Like you had to prepare for things, like especially if you're doing a Nuzlocke. Now, I don't know, it just feels so much easier now. Like especially with Sword and Shield. Like Sword and Shield was like way too easy. I was like, are you kidding me? I don't think I got a party wipe once. Anyway, my point being, this is awesome. Do we have any more slides? Oh yeah, there's this final thing I wanted to talk about. This was like a hint before he walked into the room, because you see the violet and the scarlet or whatever, the purple and the red, like in the reflection on the wall. I was like, oh, okay, that's cool, because it's always been color coded for every game, and like the two different colors, you know. And I was like, oh, okay, there's a hint, and I missed it. But after I was going through the footage again, I was like, that's a cool nod. I like it. But I'm super excited. Legends Arceus looks good. I want to play it, but I still realize it's a spin-off game. I was waiting. I wanted this, the next mainline Pokemon game. This is like exactly what I was hoping for. Like a lot of the other stuff in the presentation, I didn't care. It was like a lot of the mobile games. They talk about like Pokemon Cafe and Pokemon Masters and Pokemon Go and what's the other one? Unite. All the mobile games and stuff. I just don't care about. Also, what's the deal with that Pokemon teeth brushing thing? There was like the teeth brushing game app or something. How's that? Is that any good? Has anybody played that? Should I play that on the channel? Anyway, that's gonna do it for today, guys. I don't know what else to say. I'm excited about this. I'm excited about this. I'm really hoping these games are good. I'm hoping they can be the very best, like no one ever was. But yeah, thank you all for being here. Greatly appreciate it. And a very special thank you going out to the Farts and Crap Show members, Old Cranky Gamer, Novalis Draconis, the smashers of the join button. Thank you so much for checking that out and choosing to support the show a bit more directly. Greatly appreciate you. Until next time, everybody, take care and have a wonderful day.